100 Blog Commenting Tactics. Introduction. This podcast will give you 100 blog commenting tactics. It contains things on a blog you can comment on and persuasive types of attention, getting words you can use. When you include your website link with your blog comment, it can give you traffic from backlinks and targeted visitors that may buy your products. 1. You can comment on the description of the blog. You might add it's worthwhile. Your blog review can increase your backlinks. 2. You should comment on the details of the blog. You can dispatch its pure gold. Your blog hunches shall expand your subscriptions. 3. You may write about the others' comments on the blog. You could display it's proven. Your blog credence may multiply your advertisers. 4. You could post on the samples for the blog. You may distribute its priceless. Your blog critiquing should heighten your clicks. 5. You might comment on the rareness of the blog. You should divulge its premium. Your blog dealings can enlarge your spenders. 6. You can write about the contributors on the blog. You might docket its precise. Your blog decision would maximize your admirers. 7. You should post on the readability for the blog. You can draft its practical. Your blog details/features might build up your resellers. 8. You may comment on the payment options of the blog. You could email its powerhouse. Your blog dissection could escalate your supporters. 9. You could write about the name on the blog. You may establish it's powerful. Your blog endorsement will boost your advocates. 10. You might post on the brand for the blog. You should exhibit its potent. Your blog estimation shall swell up your viewers. 11. You can comment on the affiliate program of the blog. You might explain it's phenomenal. Your blog evaluation may thicken your hits. 12. You should write about the model/version on the blog. You can expose it's perfect. Your blog examination should widen your readership. 13. You may post on the professional credentials for the blog owner. You could express it's outstanding. Your blog experience can springboard your click-throughs. 14. You could comment on the features of the blog. You may file it's nifty. Your blog experiment would raise your JV partners. 15. You might write about the uniqueness on the blog. You should formulate it's necessary. Your blog explanation might grow your co-ops. 16. You can post on the order experience for the blog. You might forward it's mind-busting. Your blog explication could skyrocket your viewers. 17. You should comment on the competition comparison of the blog. You can highlight it's mind-boggling. Your blog exploration/tour will broaden your conversions. 18. You may write about the searchability on the blog. You could identify it's mind-blowing. Your blog exposition shall extend your open rates. 19. You could post on the friend list of the blog owner. You may illustrate it's mesmerizing. Your blog feedback may add to your contacts. 20. You might comment on the personal credibility of the blog. You should index it's marvelous. Your blog feelings should accelerate your colleagues. 21. You can write about the surprise freebies on the blog. You might insert it's marquee. Your blog emotions can increase your admirers. 22. You should post on the format for the blog. You can introduce its major opportunity. Your blog findings would multiply your browsers. 23. You may comment on the downloadability of the blog. You could issue it's magnificent. Your blog grades might expand your supporters. 24. You could write about the automation on the blog. You may jot down it's magnetic. Your blog angle could heighten your students. 25. You should write about the design on the blog. You can air it's unique. Your blog distinctions would multiply your subscribers. 26. You may post on the customer service for the blog. You could advertise it's tremendous. Your blog advice might expand your readers. 27. You could comment on the navigation of the blog. You may allot it's top rated. Your blog analysis could heighten your friends. 28. You might write about the organization on the blog. You should announce it's terrific. Your blog expressions will enlarge your followers. 29. You can post on the ease of use for the blog. You might author it sweet. Your blog message shall maximize your leads. 30. You should comment on the bonuses of the blog. You can bring up it's superb. Your blog appraisal may build up your prospects. 31. You may write about the offers on the blog. You could broadcast it's super. Your blog assessment should escalate your opt-ins. 32. You could post on the advertisements for the blog. You may catalog it's stunning. Your blog story can boost your members. 33. You might comment on the order system of the blog. You should chat it's splendid. Your blog audit would swell up your visitors. 34. You can write about the terms and conditions on the blog. You might chronicle it's spectacular. Your blog familiarly might thicken your fans. 35. You should post on the examples for the blog. You can circulate it's special. Your blog beliefs could widen your traffic. 36. You may comment on the compatibility of the blog. You could communicate it's solid. Your blog words will springboard your list. 37. You could write about the success stories on the blog. You may compose it's significant. Your blog briefing shall raise your customers. 38. You might post on the benefits for the blog. You should convey it's sensational. Your blog case study may grow your clients. 39. You can comment on the originality of the blog. You might craft it's riveting. Your blog checkup should skyrocket your referrals. 40. You should write about the directions on the blog. You can demonstrate it's revolutionary. Your blog commentary can broaden your income. 41. You may post on the order security for the blog. You could depict it's remarkable. The blog comments would extend your buyers. 42. You could comment on the customization of the blog. You may describe it's reliable. Your blog compliments might add to your affiliates. 43. You might write about the services on the blog. You should disclose it's refreshing. Your blog conclusion could accelerate your shoppers. 44. You can post on the versatility for the blog. You might discuss it's rare. Your blog specifics/benefits will increase your endorsers. 45. You can post on the ideas for the blog. You might recommend it's genuine. The blog previews would maximize your funds. 46. You should comment on the lessons of the blog. You can record it's foolproof. Your blog probe might build up your returns. 47. You may write about the resources on the blog. You could reference it's flawless. Your blog rating could escalate your bottom line. 48. You could post on the links for the blog. You may day it's first rate. Your blog raves will boost your income streams. 49. You might comment on the demonstration of the blog. You should say that it's first class. Your blog recap shall swell up your capital. 50. You can write about the tips on the blog. You might relinquish it's fascinating. Your blog recommendations may thicken your commissions. 51. You should post on the facts for the blog. You can remark that it's fantastic. Your blog reflections should raise your transactions. 52. You may comment on the audio of the blog. You could render it's fail-proof. Your blog remarks can springboard your circulation. 53. You could write about the downloads on the blog. You may report it's fabulous. The blog report would widen your wallet. 54. You might post on the templates for the blog. You should reveal it's extraordinary. Your blog research might grow your pocketbook. 55. You can comment on the videos of the blog. You might say it's exquisite. Your blog roundup could skyrocket your dollars. 56. You should write about the summaries on the blog. You can script it's exhilarating. Your blog rumors will broaden your currency. 57. You may post on the plugins for the blog. You could send it's exclusive. The blog rundown shall extend your financial numbers. 58. You could comment on the shortcuts on the blog. You may share it's exceptional. Your blog scouting may add to your billfold. 59. You might write about the tutorials on the blog. You should show it's excellent. Your blog sentiments should accelerate your sponsors. 60. You can post on the articles for the blog. You might sound out it's essential. Your blog particulars can increase your treasure. 61. You should comment on the sales letter of the blog. You can spawn its enchanting. Your blog news/happenings would multiply your balance sheet. 62. You may write about the special offers on the blog. You could speak it's electrifying. Your blog studies might expand your payments. 63. You could post on the posts for the blog. You may speak out it's dynamic. This blog suggestions could heighten your pockets. 64. You might comment on the analysis of the blog. You should specify it's dazzling. Your blog summary will enlarge your greenbacks. 65. You can write about the columns on the blog. You might state it's cutting edge. Your blog retrospective shall maximize your credits. 66. You should post on the profiles for the blog. You can submit that it's crucial. Your blog surveillance may build up your purse. 67. You may comment on the commentary of the blog. You could suggest it's cool. Your blog synopsis should escalate your checks. 68. You could write about the presentations on the blog. You may supply it's compelling. Your blog take /slant can boost your bucks. 69. You might post on the pictures for the blog. You should support that it's captivating. Your blog test results/effects would swell your spenders. 70. You can comment on the contest on the blog. You might syndicate it's brilliant. Your blog testimonials might thicken your crosslinks. 71. You should write about the references on the blog. You can talk about how it's breathtaking. Your blog theories could widen your marketers. 72. You may post on the quotes for the blog. You could tell how it's brand new. Your blog thoughts will springboard your participates. 73. You could comment on the questions on the blog. You may transmit its blockbuster. Your blog tidbits shall raise your community. 74. You might write about the survey/results on the blog. You should type it's beneficial. Your blog standpoint may grow your piggyback. 75. You can post on the fonts for the blog. You might uncover it's awesome. Your blog verdict should skyrocket your receipts. 76. You should comment on the training on the blog. You can unveil it's authentic. Your blog view can broaden your proceeds. 77. You may write about the transcripts on the blog. You could upload it's attractive. Your blog viewpoint would extend your fortune. 78. You could post on the critiquing for the blog. You may vend it's astounding. Your blog ideas might add to your yield. 79. You might comment on the fag on the blog. You should voice it's amazing. Your blog write-up could accelerate your networks. 80. You might post on the style for the blog. You should key in that it's killer. Your blog outcome will enlarge your viewers. 81. You can comment on the brightness of the blog. You might leak it's invaluable. Your blog hypothesis shall maximize your linkers. 82. You should write about the clearness on the blog. You can list it's intriguing. Your blog impression may build up your acquaintances. 83. You may post on the technical support for the blog. You could log it's insane. Your blog information should escalate your connections. 84. You could comment on the changes on the blog. You may manifest it's innovative. Your blog inquisition can boost your revenue. 85. You might write about the color on the blog. You should market it's ingenious. Your blog intelligence would swell up your royalties. 86. You can post on the size of the blog. You might mention it's indispensable. Your blog interrogation might thicken your income. 87. You should comment on the shape of the blog. You can note it's incredible. Your blog investigation could widen your sales. 88. You may write about the load time of the blog. You could paste it's impressive. Your blog judgment will springboard your orders. 89. You could post on the looks of the blog. You may pencil in it's important. Your blog knowledge shall raise your payments. 90. You might comment on the length of the blog. You should pitch its ideal. Your blog letter may grow your wealth. 91. You can write about the quality on the blog. You might point out it's hot. Your blog notes/annotation should skyrocket your riches. 92. You should post on the sound for the blog. You can post it's historic. Your blog notions can broaden your profits. 93. You may comment on the quantity of the blog. You could present its high grade. Your blog observations would extend your earnings. 94. You could write about the graphics on the blog. You may promote its high caliber. Your blog ordeal might add to your money. 95. You might post on the texture for the blog. You should provide it's helpful. Your blog outline could accelerate your assets. 96. You can comment on the product price of the blog. You might publicize its hard-hitting. Your blog outlook will increase your cash flow. 97. You should write about the product guarantee on the blog. You can publish it's handy. The blog perception of shall multiply your bank account. 98. You may post on the testimonials for the blog. You could put cross it's groundbreaking. Your blog perspective may expand your investments. 99. You could comment on the interviews on the blog. You may put up it's great. Your blog point of view should heighten your deposits. 100. You might write about the product reviews on the blog. You should recite it's golden. Your blog presumptions can enlarge your finances.